Photographs of dope boys. It's all they taking, fingerprints on the roads. Broke boys. That's destination. Walk the road to riches bare feet. Me. I watch mama hustle for that half a that's 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer a new LP. You gotta love me. I got shooters out the D-League. Signing bone and hit that man. That's from the Honey Mill. That's what it is. Ricky Rose and Ace Hood. We have a trip. Yeah.
I come looking for you.
What you know about this?
I stay no good to me.
We the best. Double M. 100 M's.
You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. They went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
And best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later. Sidelines, Doris Burke. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, and you know, they weren't used to seeing a team and not getting at least one win off of them last year, and that's what they're looking for now.
Got a nice clean game, huh?
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. A look at Cleveland's starting group. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with Jones, and it's LeBron in at the three. Love with the bucket.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Paul. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Can't hit from in close. By himself. Johnson with the block. They recover it, and he gets the bucket. Cleveland on defense. It's a 5-point game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing.
In this league, I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And here is Paul. Following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Johnson a wide open look, and James pulls it down.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here tonight. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Paul. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Paul softly drops in the floater. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Jones with the screen on Johnson. James kicks to Jones. He had a nice open look right there.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jordan with the screen on Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Paul goes in. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Jones for 3. Griffin grabs the board. And here is Johnson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Here's Irving after Wesley Johnson's bucket. On the wing, Jones.
Stick it too much.
Back to Irving. Tipped away. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Redick. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. 13 feet away. And another miss by Cleveland.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. 8 feet away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Paul outside. Outside Griffin. To the middle. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Puts it up from 15. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Four straight passes leading.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces. Move the ball. Move the ball. Spread their defense and get our shooters some clean looks. Tighten up.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Paul Pierce is checked in for Griffin. Clippers trail by 10. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Crawford out there with Rivers. And it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. Crawford's shot is good. Here's Williams. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Over to the wing. Oh, wide open look for Love. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Rivers dishes to Johnson. Outside Jordan. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Mozgov.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. And the shot is good. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Reed in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He ended with 20 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Now here's Rivers after Wesley Johnson's miss. Shot clock at 5. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Rivers. 9-point game his last outing. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Redick.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that. You look at Johnson, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is a sharpshooter, guys. I mean, no doubt about that. Just who you want roaming on the wing and waiting for the defense to fall asleep.
Well, you know what? The way he's been rolling from the three-point line, you can't go to sleep on it. And any defense that does needs to be reprimanded.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The Clippers getting the bucket.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the shot is good. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Clippers trail by 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Inside, here's Redick. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Jones. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. 6 to shoot. And here's Love from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Kicks it out to Johnson from past the arc. Love grabs the board.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here is Smith. looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And a wide open look for Irving. No good on the triple. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-6 run. Rivers passes to Griffin. And they take the lead.
They are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Pierce is checked in for Jordan. Crawford comes in for Wesley Johnson. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Chris Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. James comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. He took good advantage of that screen. 15 points for Blake Griffin.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
LeBron outside. The baseline J. And he gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jones dishes to Varejão. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And again, it's Cleveland. 43 seconds left now here in the second.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Now, here's Paul. He had 10 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Williams kicks to Jones. He tries for 3. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Left side, Griffin. They need this. Can't get it to go.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into the second half, what do you expect to see from...
It's been a close one so far. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far, just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down there.
Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Jones, and it's Mozgov in at the center position. Now, here's Redick. Shot clock at 6. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Screen by Jones. Irving kicks to Love. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson from outside. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Irving passes to James. Jones kicks to James. Love outside. Jones against Paul. The second chance effort. Jones, no luck.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Johnson can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
LeBron dishes to Jones. Back to LeBron. Kicks it to Mozgov. shoots from the right block. Second chance shot. And the basket by Jones.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Attention Staples Center, please. A big round of applause for your Spirit Dance team.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I was...
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Paul Pierce is checked in for Griffin. Crawford comes in for Johnson. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Mon Shepard has come in for Kevin Love. Jones checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Paul passes to Pierce. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Anderson Varejau. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Pierce. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Clippers have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron kicks to Williams. Pass to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. It's LeBron with the drive. And he gets it to go. James has got 10 points.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Cavaliers leading. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Crawford out there with Pierce. And it's Griffin in at center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Yes. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Crawford. Shot off the screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by LeBron James. Takes the 3. Crawford missing again.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Williams dishes to Jones. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Williams against Paul. To the middle. Here's Griffin. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 17 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. Johnson comes in for Jamal Crawford. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Williams. James against Johnson.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Back to James. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. It's Mozgov, high post. For 3, Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Now here's Paul. Jordan the screen. Outside Griffin. Back to Paul. A 3 ball. And a
the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Griffin draws the double. Jordan the pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Love. And that one's good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
In the corner, it's James. Dishes it to Jones. To the middle. The kick out to Irving. Jones drives in.
Complete domination. What a game for Jones. 18 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. He kicks to Griffin. Now Johnson. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and that one's good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Cavaliers timeout.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He rallied the troops saying, nobody said it was going to be easy. They're not laying down. They're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Reddick with the bucket.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 13 points for Kevin Love.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Jordan the screen. Griffin kicks to Jordan. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
He came off the screen and finished with authority.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Mozgov with the block.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Jones drives in. Puts up the baby hook, and there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Jones. That's now 8 points for Timofey Mozgov. Irving against Paul. He dishes it to Griffin. That one a little long. The Cavaliers leading by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Cleveland.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Irving. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
That's good for Mozgov. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
LeBron, for so many years, a Doc Rivers coach team has stood behind.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. Right out of the gates, he came out strong, making his first three shots and helping establish some offensive rhythm.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
들던 그때보다 조금은 잃었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 이력서 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투. 다 끝. 난가 같았지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지. 비극 지극 기쁘지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아. 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈. 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈. 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해. 뒤쪽은 딱딱해지고 인식은 붙은 각질. 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네. 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 돈만 위해식 재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 저도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈털터리에 아유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름 길르니 HBK, yeah, you know how we and I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we and I can't quit, all I know is wherever I go, my homies come to, I love my squad, we up in this thing, love with it, I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the six, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank, I got plenty change. She rep HBK the over everything. To the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate, we just innovate. Young and making plenty cake, get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I'm on my chips, I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'm ready. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. Change with the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I'll die by respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in peace, it's the GA. Hate on me cause we ain't leave the seat vacant. We taking the RAP game to a new place. I swear that we got this tied like a shoelace. Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Wherever I go, my homies come to. We up in this thing, love with it.
Off the backboard and
Alarms go off when I enter the building. I drink some, keep it in my poncho, light up like Castro, blow out from get-go.